Hey, we'll just start.
As well.
And actually you can see the flames coming up, so all that fuel is going down onto the undertrain.
Go, 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 go. Fire extinguisher.
The car is literally on fire.
Opposite now, clipped one of his own rear tyres as he was leaving the pit box. There'd be no damage, it looks much more spectacular, but just see they haven't removed that front left as much, so...
Jesus, man, there's a tyre down there.
We look at Max Power and the Power Motorsport team going to work on the number 71 Lamborghini, but Mauro Engel, he's suddenly,
both mechanics tried to get
something is wrong. There is a wheel nut on the ground that should be attached to the car, not sat on the ground. And Max Power is going to have to come back to the pit box. This looks like a disaster.
Can't go backwards down the pit lane. Here's a replay of the pit stop. They knew straight away, didn't they, that they hadn't got it on. No, I mean, he hadn't even started to put it on.
No, it's lucky he actually stayed on to get the car as far as it did.
Really decent of Max Powell, though. They must be feeling terrible.
That is good sportsmanship, because they do probably feel bad. So much goes into being a member of the pit crew. High stakes. Very little time to make mistakes, let alone fix them. And then I don't know where the driver was positioned here, but he probably didn't win after that. I was saying in a previous video that I wanted to see something that showcased the pit crew. I more meant an explainer video of what exactly they're doing, how they come into those positions, also how they're trained. And I received something on Patreon we're going to watch in the future, but I also received a lot of recommendations for this video. I'm going to try to get through it without my heart just beating out of my chest.
Let's have a look at it. Jack comes in to the wrong pit
box.
Wrong box.
Keep moving.
Yeah. He's gone into HRT's box, then realises, then goes on to the next one. So easily done, though. They're all wearing dark overalls, dark liveries. Very easy to make that mistake, isn't it?
And he's under investigation for that because he's effectively blocked Lucas Stolt.
Hasn't pitted.
Under investigation, it seemed like an accident, though. How did that one end?
But Hamilton is coming in. Webber is now coming in as well. Mark Webber, fairly tidy stop. He's out there again.
He's gone to the wrong garage.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton has had a bit of memory fade and has gone to McLaren. They waved him through. They still like him, but it's not his garage. Get on with it, Lewis. Jensen's coming in.
Bye-bye, Lewis. See you. See you in a few years' time.
Well, he did say he was going to go back and enjoy some of the catering at his old team.
Scherzinger.
There's nothing there for you, Lewis.
The boys have got it worked out. He's so lucky somebody else wasn't coming in as well.
I've got to ask you about that pit stop. You fancied stopping at McLaren, old time's sake, maybe?
Yeah, I just did a Jensen. He did that a couple of years ago.
Why is a brain fart like that so relatable?
Look at that, he's in the wrong pit.
He stops in the wrong box. This is the battle of the teams here. 24 guys working the cars. And crucially, Sebastian Vettel gets away first. That was a terrible mistake there by Jensen Button.
How did he do that? It's all dressed in blue. Button stopped at the wrong pit lane.
77 right motorsports. Seb Prior for AO Racing in the bright green car. Oh, problem in the pit lane. The number 20 high-class racing car has clipped a tyre that was laid out for Juan Pablo Montoya in the Rick Ware racing car. So that's going to be a penalty for one or other of those teams.
Sheldon van der Linde, then, the 2022 champion, comes in to make his stop, full-time race winner in DTM, but he's going to struggle. Problem at the front right now, no! And he has to stop again, just like Dennis Olsen. Is that the tyre stuck under, or they've spotted something with the wheel?
See the sparks coming from it.
Absolute nightmare. They were so good at their pit stops last year as well, but it's the front right this time. They're all struggling, aren't they, with this...
Rossi leaving his stall, Kirkwood coming into his stall. Bam, right there is the contact. This is the view from Kyle Kirkwood. Whose fault was this?
100% Kyle Kirkwood's issue right here. The outside front tire changer for Alexander Rossi is looking at who's coming down on the transition lane. That's why they call it the transition lane. You're not supposed to turn in from the fast lane. So 100% on the 27 of Kyle Kirkwood, and unfortunately, it wasn't just contact. You saw that.
Brian, and now he is second with the net race leader only just ahead of him. He's going to want to get the win, isn't he?
Yes, there's only one position he wants to have.
Meanwhile, what is going on here in the pit lane with Valtteri Bottas?
They've got the McLaren guys pushing him out. I think he's spun in the pit lane somehow.
Again, beautiful
He's got a
sportsmanship.
flat spot
This is
on
not
his
their
front
team.
right tyre as well.
How has he managed that?
Has he come in for a pit stop, tried to lay some rubber down, and then had a spin? But it's a.
As he's come out the garage, I think it's kind of rotated as he's come out of the garage. The only thing I can think.
He was a long way down from the Mercedes garage.
We saw it.
Let's see this again.
Oh, it's a pit stop.
So pit stop, and then they go out, lay down a bit of rubber. Off he goes. Whoa!
What happened there?
Could have been.
I've never seen that.
That could have been a little bit naughty.
Box will
It's the Aston Martin, the Heart of Racing Aston Martin picked up a tyre that was on the pit in front of it and bounced it into the pit wall. Fortunately,
that went far.
It didn't go onto the track. It hit the outside pit wall, but there's no catch fencing there, so it could have easily gone onto the track. Now we're under full course yellow at the moment, but if that had been, there were cars going back past its speed, that could have been very nasty indeed.
With Catherine Legg, especially seeing how she came in on turn 3 as opposed to pitting off turn 4. This is her exiting her pit box. Oh boy.
So
Wow.
close. How
Oh
lucky
my.
is everyone that there wasn't a crew there set up, but she probably flat spotted her tire sounds, and that's why she would have come right back in.
Check this out. Look to the right-hand side.
Some British subscribers were telling me about Catherine Legg. I think she's the only Indy 500 female driver. Or at least she was last year when I looked it up.
Out of your screen. Christian Lundgaard almost hits a team member, hits a wheel, and more chaos on pit road.
It's just so easy to do. You're coming down. Those are team cars. They're pitted side by side. The last minute.
On literally every run of the day, they make a wing adjustment, and the McLaren guys easily hold serve
Hey, Marty,
here.
DK came in and immediately
Palou is
created
out.
chaos.
Palou just got hit by Rinus VK, who got sideways. Are you kidding me?
Wow. We told you earlier that pit lane, your race can be made or lost. And you're seeing the ladder for the American Legion Honda with Alex Palou. The two guys who shared the
pit
lead
lane
for
is so
much
busy.
of the early part of this race have come together on pit road.
Magic. Sorry about that. Sorry, man.
He lifts off.
Yeah, he's all right. Just gonna give him a thumbs up.
This is why only the bravest of the brave go on the front jack.
He got the car under control. It's just never the final bit of speed didn't come on. I did this last week. It's terrifying driving at 50 miles an hour a wall of men.
Yeah, is that the Jack man? He's certainly got some grazed knees. I don't know if he's got some knee pads under there, but well done, that man.
Ted, he's also got a bit of ice as well.
He was saying that it's scary to drive at 50 miles per hour into a wall of men, but imagine being one of the men that makes up that wall. There's got to be a lot of mutual trust.
In the pit lane, the Forte, number 73. I think it was just when the fuel probe. Oh no, he moved early. I take that back. So
I saw
that
someone do
was
this at a gas
fuel
station.
that was pulled out of the Bowser. I thought it was just a brake fire because they were all over that very quickly. This is the Huracan, and they've got a fire on the left-hand side. How cool was the team there? Just a squirt of extinguishant and send the driver.
He was able to carry on with
because,
the race.
You know,
to the pits. Daniel Ricciardo, the race leader. Chicane now, they haven't got the tyres ready. The tyres aren't ready. Ricciardo is sat there waiting. Did he make the call? Did the team make the call? Whoever made the call, the tyres weren't ready. Super soft tyres going on. Hamilton now makes his way around Anthony Nose, the final corner. Ricciardo put in a really decent lap, but is it going to be enough to come out of the pits and lead this Grand Prix? I rather get the feeling that it's going to be tight one. Here comes the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. Ricciardo on the inside. Hamilton
Lewis
the
was
lead.
flying.
But Ricciardo, of course, has that inside line into Sandoval. Hamilton now leads after a pit stop that saw Daniel Ricciardo sat stranded waiting for his tyres.
I was called in the box. I didn't make the call. I got called, so they should have been ready. Right now, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything. I want to get out of here, to be honest.
How fast is the fastest? No, let's say the average F1 pit stop. And I also don't know if Formula One has the fastest pit stop, so you'll have to let me know. But what's crazy about that last clip is that all that happened within 14 seconds. And that's counting the mistake. It's truly insane how fast they're going.
What happened to that?
And that is 51. That's the lead car that can't get into the pit lane. The leader is blocked in the pit lane. And there's just no way by. That Lamborghini has ground to a halt in the pits. Number 51 is in danger of losing the race because there's a car that has just ground to a halt ahead of it in the pit lane.
This could be the race lost. It is absolutely gut-wrenching.
It's out of his hands.
All the reasons to lose a win in a race like this. You drive into the pit lane and there's a parked car. A roadblock.
Oh my goodness, now Alpine are coming into the pit lane. They think they're going to make a pit stop.
Well, Esteban Ocon is actually coming down the main
There
straight
are people all over the pit lane.
And there are a lot of
What is this about?
That's a shambles.
This is a shambles. Absolute shambles. We could see it coming. Alpine could see it coming. What is going on down there?
Well, that is a total and utter shambles of organisation.
It was a very, very close moment. You know, I'm arriving at 300 kph, braking on the last moment, and I'm seeing buyers and people around.
For whatever reason, that dry brake didn't brake dry.
And actually you can see the flames coming up, so all that fuel is going down onto the under tray, and you'll see when he drives away, the flames will go out over the top. Sometimes they spray water on the car when it departs, and just underneath the under tray you'll start to see a small flame will still stay on board and hopefully will go out as he's on track.
I am just...
Go, 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 go. Fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher. Go, 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 go. Keep going.
It went out
Keep
on its
going.
own.
6 seconds is the gap between first and second as a result of that. Right, the fuel's going in. So another team opting to take the long stop now. Finn Bieberhaus hanging over. Oh, we got a fire in the pits. We got a problem. So
that escalated so quickly.
On standby, so that will be attended to very, very quickly. But our second place car, a bit of a fire in the pits.
And he's back out, and here's the leader. And he hits one of his guys, and Sato is into the pit wall, and he hit one of the crewmen.
Hit the crewman hard, just sailed right through his pit box, and I think he was just completely missed his box, Townsend, and thought he was in the next one. Yeah, the crewman got hit hard, and he was up against the wall. Looks like he might be okay. He's up and moving around, surprisingly. But
he also got back up and finished the pit stop. This is the type of person you want on your team.
And they're quite early on in the pit lane as well. The mechanics have got to get themselves sorted out. Kimi Räikkönen in, and he will definitely... Oh, no!
Oh, no, Kimi Räikkönen out and has hit one of the mechanics.
And left rear wheel's not on properly.
I think his leg was run over.
Stop, Kimi, stop the car, Kimi, stop the car.
For the second time this weekend, Ferrari have had a problem with a pit stop, and once again, it is an unsafe release with a tyre not fitted properly, and we just look and hope that the mechanic is okay. He's just lying down at the moment.
Antonelli, Colapinto, he's going to be putting on the super soft tyre, the quicker tyre. There it is, driver. Never been on a Formula 2 podium before. Will this be a day? Oh! A bit slow on the... Oh, no, it's come off! Oh, no, the tyre's come off. The right rear's come off of Amaury Cordeel.
So the mechanic who gets hit
we've seen this one.
Down at Campos by the wheel is delayed in putting the wheel on for Marty, which results in the same incident for Marty. So it's sort of a domino effect down the pit lane of left rear wheel issues.
It is the feed line. Actually, the feed line has come off the nozzle.
Oh, my goodness me, that's a ridiculous amount of fuel.
Yeah,
never see that, do you? Oh, my goodness, there's a fire there at Brad Jones Racing.
Nick Percat's car is actually still on fire. They actually need to get some extinguishers. The teams that down that far end, Red Bull Racing and Shell V-Power are there with extinguishers to put it out, because obviously there was a massive ball of flame in the lane at BJR, and everyone has run to the attention because Nick Percat's car was still burning.
Fantastic response from all those people from other teams,
amazing.
Greg.
They were first on the scene.
Sensational level of collaboration there with all of the teams. There's people from Red Bull, from DJR, Team Penske, they're everywhere.
He gets a new nose, he's got the soft tyre phase out of the way, and he can join the back of the crocodile. Oh, we got the fuel hose on Kovalainen's car.
Oh, there was a fire in the pit lane as well. Kovalainen's car, he was trying to leave.
I've never seen something like it.
Raikkonen. And Raikkonen, I think his car should be okay. He would have seen the flame, but...
fuel spraying all over Kimi Räikkönen as well, into his face, into the car.
So what's obviously the exhaust pipes of Raikkonen's car set that fuel on fire. There it goes. Yeah, it goes from behind him and all around him.
That could have been horrible.
But unless it's damaged any wiring, I think Raikkonen can carry on.
Okay. I'm really liking this YouTube channel. It's called Redline. It's going to be linked down below. He has a lot of other compilation videos like this. One of my key takes from this was just how dangerous motorsports can be. Well, that and everything that goes into it that I hadn't really considered. I remember the first time I watched Formula One specifically, I was thinking how the drivers are risking a lot going at those speeds. And they are. But I had no idea what the pit crew was doing, or just how much of an underrated part of the team they are. This is one of those videos I probably would have found interesting whether I cared about the racing aspect or not, just to see the teamwork. And there were some moments of good sportsmanship here. Or for example, when there was a fire that seemed to transcend team and race because everyone worked together to really get it out. If you can think of another motorsport moment that should have been added, you'll have to let me know what it is. I haven't watched football or rugby on the channel in a while, so I'm going to go through your recommendations for those sports. Other than that, leave your thoughts. As I record this, the next Formula One race is in Monaco, but I can honestly tell you that I don't know one musician from Monaco. Or if I do, I don't know that they're from there. So I had to look up the next races after that, and it goes Spain, Canada, and Austria. So for today's category, we're going to go with music from any of those countries. And as always, any genre, any language. I'm not positive I know too many people from Austria, aside from Young Hearn. Diamant is a good one that I've recommended in the past, or Ice Block. But to be honest, I've never looked up what any of the lyrics mean, so that is a warning. On Patreon, we were watching this video about UK musicians who didn't make it big in the States. And I made a commentary of how a lot of my favorite musicians don't make it big in any market. And the next one is an example of someone who didn't make it big in the States, but is big in their own country of Spain. He's called Setangana. He makes hip-hop, sometimes with a flamenco element to it. Tu me dejaste de querer is one of my favorites. If you haven't heard this song, try it out. This guy's been on the music scene for a while, with different groups, solo, under different names. If you end up listening to it, let me know if you like it. And who do I even know from Canada? Snow? Informer? For years, I thought this guy was from Jamaica, and then I saw what he looked like, and it shocked me. He made this reggae song that was big in the 90s, I want to say. And we'll go back to Spain for the last one. Cook and Soul is a producer, and his song Low Bap and Chill is this nice jazz edit. No lyrics. If you work listening to lo-fi, or you follow that channel Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube, you may like this one. And that's really it from me. So leave your choices. Thank you for watching this one with me, and I'll see you next time.